I've just been playing around with AI scribes in a new and different way, and it's so exciting. I just had to share it with whoever happens to be interested. There's this thing called custom templates, but even that undersells what this is. I would call this AI augmented templates. It's almost like EHR functionality that doesn't exist, that suddenly now sort of exists inside of these templates. Let me show you what I mean. So I happen to be using Heidi as the AI scribe. And by the way, I have no disclosures related to Heidi. Um, I've just been using it a lot lately. And I've seen a patient, I've blocked out all relevant patient details for active surveillance for prostate cancer. And it puts out, it already has specialty specific notes, and it's putting out a note which is, pretty good. It's subjective, objective assessment and plan, and maybe the formatting is not exactly as I would have it, but it's fine. And I used it like this for quite a while, and it does the trick. What would a custom template look like? So this is just a text file of a template that I created specifically for patients that are seeing me with prostate cancer on active surveillance. So I start off with an instruction to the AI, essentially. Write this as a urologist specializing in active surveillance of prostate cancer, using a moderate amount of details and inserting quotes from the patient where appropriate. Then I have created the headings that I want: chief complaint, prostate cancer history, key information, HPI today, past medical, social, meds, allergies, social and family history lumped up together, physical examination, assessment and plan, orders, follow-up, and future considerations. So, this took some thought, but let me just give you an idea of some of the magical things that are in here, which really, as far as I know, you couldn't do before now. So before I start a visit, I'm going to dump in the entire previous note of mine, so it's got some context. And then the AI will automatically do whatever I want with that context. Patient presents to the office today to follow up prostate cancer and active surveillance. Insert the year of diagnosis. Insert the pathology in T&M format, including Gleason score or grade group. And then I'm telling it to summarize the urologic history as it relates to prostate cancer in 5 to 6 sentences. And I'm giving it instructions as to the kinds of things that I want it to do. Use the last PSA in prostate size, if known, to calculate PSA density by dividing PSA by prostate size. Now, isn't it crazy that with EHRs today, as advanced as they are, it can't automatically calculate a PSA density for you? I mean, it's silly. Include the relevant data a urologist would want to refer back to. So it's creating a summary for me. And then I want key information about their diagnosis, their biopsy history, their MRI history, genomics history, PSA density, and what my tentative plan was previously. So in other words, search through whatever information you have for the last time I mentioned when I plan to biopsy this person again. And then today, description of changes related to the prostate cancer condition, relevant imaging. If there's imaging, please put in this phrase: I personally reviewed and independently interpreted the scan and concur with the findings. If you know, then you know. Again, it goes on and on. GU exam, if performed. Entire section omitted if no physical exam. Assessment and plan. I'm asking for a 1 to 3 sentence summary and include the grade group and the NCCN risk group, and it will actually calculate that for you. Medical issue number 1, condition name and ICD-10 code. I mean, I hope this is giving you some ideas of how AI augmented templates have a little bit more to offer than traditional stock EHR templates, even custom ones that you create. List the orders that I put in, my follow-up plan. This one I'm experimenting with, future considerations, essentially asking it to do some research and tell me if there's other things that should be done that I haven't done yet. So this is an idea. Now let's see what those notes end up looking like. So let's look at an actual note. I took out all PHI. Active surveillance. Patient presents follow-up active surveillance, diagnosed in 2021 for low-grade prostate cancer. And again, I copy and pasted my whole entire note for context. Then it gave me a history in no more than 5 sentences. It calculated the PSA density for me. Key information, it talked about diagnosis, biopsy history, it organized it all. MRI history, genomics history was not known. Again, calculated the PSA density. It sifted through all the information to say when my last tentative plan for biopsy was. A separate HPI for today. And a summary assessment here, it's not perfect. It doesn't get it every time. This is a work in progress. It still sometimes won't follow the template, but still, for a note that's generated in 2 seconds, way better than what I would have come up with. And then it assesses, gives me the ICD-10 codes, BPH and low-grade prostate cancer. What did I order? What's the follow-up? No further considerations based on the current literature. I mean, there's no longer, I think, a distinction between people who like templates and people who like AI scribes. Now we have this other thing, an AI augmented template, which I think is an animal in and of itself. I'd love to know what you think.